Hello guys, SLO number 6.3.1, that is to describe the modes of transportation used in Pakistan. In this SLO we will describe three main modes of transportation which we are using to transport goods and people to inside country as well as to foreign countries. That's land, water and air. First let's see the land transport. In land transport, there are two main ways of transport. There are railways and roads. Roads, you know that they are made on land routes. There are basically four types of roads. First is village roads or link roads. Village roads or link roads are such roads which are used to connect different parts of a village or to connect different parts of a city. The village roads are usually made in villages while link roads are used in cities, and they are, you can say that they are intra-city or intra-village roads that are used to connect different parts of a single city. For example, the road which is used to connect Chinarbagh and Khomer, it's a link road. And district roads are roads used to connect different districts, that are used to connect two or three districts. For example, the road which connects district Gilgit with district Ghazar, it's a district road. And the third is motorways. Motorways are roads that connect different cities and different provinces. And the other is highways. Highways are also used to connect different cities or different provinces. In Pakistan, there are three main highways. They are Karakoram Highway, Coastal Highway, and GT Road or Grand Trunk Road. This GT Road is the ancient highway, while Coastal Highway is been recently constructed between Karachi and Gawadar. Coastal Highway that connect Karachi with Gawadar, then it has been recently constructed. And the Karakoram Highway is also a very important highway that connect Pakistan with China. And now, what's the difference between motorways and highways? Since they both are used to connect different cities or different provinces, the main difference between a motorway and highway is that on motorways, local transport is not allowed. They are used to provide a smooth transportation between different cities and different provinces. While on highways, that's not the case. On highways, you can see the local transport as well. Usually bikes, rickshaws are also allowed on highways, but they are not allowed on motorways because motorways are constructed to provide a smooth and fast transportation between different cities. So this is the major difference between motorways and highways. Although their purpose is same, both are constructed to connect different cities and different provinces. Now next is the railways. The current railway we inherited to Pakistan in 1947 was originally let down by British in 1861, and after 1947 no considerable work has been done on railways. In inside Pakistan, we are having almost 4 to 5 important railway tracks. The first one is Karachi Lahore Peshawar track. It starts from Karachi and via Multan it arrives to Lahore, and from Lahore to Rawalpindi and then to Peshawar. This is a very important track from commercial point of view because it runs through important commercial hubs in Pakistan, but not from strategic point of view because it's running through nearby the Indian border, and you know that we are not having good relations with India, and this track can be under danger at any time. So you can use an alternate track, that is the Karachi DG Khan Peshawar track, and this track starts from Karachi and it went to DG Khan, that's Dera Ghazi Khan, and it crossed the Indus at Kot Addu and went towards north to the Hassan Abdal, and at Hassan Abdal it joins Lahore Peshawar route. And the third one is Karachi Quetta track, This again starts from Karachi and via Latkana it arrived to Jacobabad, and from Jacobabad it crossed Bolan Pass and arrived to Quetta. And the next trek is the Quetta Lahore trek. It starts from Quetta and via Jacobabad it arrives to Sakhar, and at Sakhar it joins Karachi Lahore route. So these are the important railway tracks which are used to connect different cities in Pakistan. Beside these tracks, there are number of small tracks which are connecting two cities. For example, there is a track between Lahore and Rawalpindi. There is a track between Karachi and Hyderabad. So there are number of other small tracks as well. Railway is used to connect to foreign countries as well. For example, there is a railway track that connects Lahore with Delhi via Wagah, and there is another railway track that connects Quetta to Zedan province in Iran via Kuhe Taftan. So these are two major railway tracks which are used to connect Pakistan with other countries. Then comes to water transport. For internal transportation, water transportation is not used in Pakistan. For external transportation, we are using water transport, and there are three main ports: the Kamari port, Bin Qasim port. Sorry, there is Qasim. It's just written Qasim. It's Bin Qasim port, and the third one is the Gwadar port. These are three major seaports in Pakistan. We are having another SLO on the seaports, and that we will discuss some more details about Kamari port, Bin Qasim port, and Gwadar port. Government formulated new shipping policy and created National Shipping Corporation in 1963, and in 1964 our ships began to operate on the UK continent route and the US route, and then in 1965 our ships were going to Singapore, Hong Kong, China, and Japan, and then in 1966 our ships start weighing in Red Sea and Gulf. So currently our ships are going to UK continent and US routes, and they are going to Singapore, Hong Kong, China, Japan, Middle East, and Red Sea. Uh, and 1974 private shipping corporations were nationalized, and now the air transport it's also very important transport, because the air transport is the fastest transport system. In 1947 we were having a very small airline that's called Orient Airline, and in 1952 Pak Air Limited and Crescent Airways were also created, since Orient Airline was a very small airline. And then in 1955 Pakistan International Airline was created, and when Pakistan International Airline PIA was created, the Orient Airline was merged with that. And the main international routes that are connecting Pakistan are European countries, India, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, China, Hong Kong, Japan, and etc. These are the major international routes which are connecting Pakistan, and we are trying to boost, or we are trying to extend more routes or more international air routes to Pakistan. Domestic airports, there are numerous domestic airports in Pakistan. They are from Gwadar to Skardu. And guys, there is a difference between a domestic airport and an international airport. A domestic airport is an airport on which only domestic flights are operated, while on international airports flights are operated to foreign countries as well. For example, Gilgit Airport, it's a domestic airport, while Allama Iqbal Airport in Lahore, it's an international airport, because international flights are also operated on that airport. Now your question is, what is the major difference between Iqbal International Airport and Gilgit Airport? And the next question is, why have the roads been developed more than railways in Pakistan? Guys, you have to submit these questions by day after tomorrow. Please do submit your assignments, and if you have not submitted your previous assignments as well. I will really appreciate if you will submit those assignments as well. Thank you for joining. Take care. Goodbye.